Hello all, my name is Amrapali Chavan. I am assistant professor in computer department. So today we will see three-tier architecture of data warehouse. So first we will see why a separate data warehouse is needed. So because the operational databases store huge amount of data, then you may wonder why not perform online analytical processing directly on such databases instead of spending the additional time and resources to construct a separate data warehouse. So a major reason for such separation is to help promote the high performance of both the system. So these both systems are nothing but DBMS. So DBMS should tuned for OLTP, that is for access methods, indexing, concurrency control and recovery. Then data warehouse is the another system which should be tuned for OLAP, that is online analytical processing, for complex query processing, multidimensional viewing and consolidation. So there are different functions and different data which we have to look into. So first is missing data. So data warehouse may or may not contain the missing data. So decision support queries requires the historical data which operational database do not typically maintain. So data warehouse can maintain the missing data. Then data consolidation. Data consolidation require the consolidation means aggregation and summarization for all data from heterogeneous sources. Then next is data quality. So data quality means the different sources typically use the inconsistent data for representations and codes and the format. So these data which we want to retrieve from the online or internet sources are of present in the different format, so which have to be reconciled. So the important note here is there are more and more systems which perform the online analytical processing analysis directly on the relational databases. Now we will see the actual multi-tiered architecture of data warehouse. This architecture can also called as three-tier architecture. The first tier or basic of the architecture of data warehouse is data sources. So data sources can be uh, multiply present the data in online format. So there are multiple operational databases are there. Then next tier is data storage. In data storage there is metadata, and you can extract the information from metadata and monitor and integrate the information. Then extract, transform and load. You can extract, transform and load the information. Then the metadata information can further store into the data warehouse. Then next is data mart. So data mart is nothing but the subset of the data warehouse, so you can store the information into multiple data marts. Next tier of the data warehouse is the OLAP engine, that is online analytical processing engine. So in this tier, it actually the middle tier of OLAP server, that is typically implemented using either the relational OLAP, that is ROLAP, or multidimensional OLAP, that is MOLAP. So ROLAP means the extended relational DBMS that maps the operations on the multidimensional data to standard relational operations. And MOLAP, that is multidimensional OLAP model, is a special purpose server that directly implements multidimensional data and operations. And the last or front end or top tier of the data warehouse architecture is front end client layer, which contain the query and reporting tools, that is analytical tools, and other different tools of the data mining, for example trend analysis or prediction. Then next point is three data warehouse models. So mainly there are three data warehouse models. First is enterprise warehouse, which collects all the information about the subjects spanning the entire organization. So it is specially used for entire organization. Then data mart, which is actually a subset of wide data, that is value of the specific groups of the user. So its scope is confined to the specific or selected group. For example, the marketing data mark is limited to the marketing people. It also contains the independent versus dependent data mart, which is directly from the data warehouse. Then third model is the virtual warehouse. It is a set of views over the operational databases, and only some of the possible summary views may be materialized here. So now we will see the data warehouse development recommended approach. So this model is actually recommended to construct the data warehouse, which define a high level corporate data model. It actually includes the multiple data mart, which contains the model refinement, and these data mart will further connect to the distributed data mart, and distributed data mart will further connect to the multi-tier data warehouse. So actually enterprise data warehouse can directly connect to the multi-tier data warehouse. So there are multiple small data marts are present here, and these data marts are connected to the multi-tier data warehouse. So this is actually a recommended approach for any organization to build their data warehouse. So this is an overview of the architecture of the data warehouse. Thank you.